So I was totally not going to do a midnight vlog tonight because I was going to sleep, and tomorrow I'm going to film a Christmas Eve get ready with me, and I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna sleep. I'm gonna get up and get this other video done, and now it's almost 1 a.m. and I am chilling con las ratas because sleep is just not like a thing for me anymore. But I figured this would be a good time to just do like a chatty midnight vlog and also wrap Christmas gifts, which I just realized I left one in the closet, and the closet is behind the rat playpen and like a whole bunch of crap. So I'm gonna wrap that one tomorrow probably. That's a book for my niece. Long story short, not that long a story. My nieces are spoiled and they get like an insane number of presents for Christmas every year, like just toys that they don't even play with. It's crazy. And so I think I have dog hair on my lips, sorry. um, I vowed that I was never going to buy them toys for Christmas, and every year since my husband and I have dated, we have gotten them books, and I always go out of my way to find like really amazing books for these kids. My oldest niece is 6 this year, and she is finally old enough and a little bit ahead of her grade level in reading that I feel like Harry Potter is an appropriate choice for her for Christmas. So to give her Sorcerer's Stone for Christmas is like so exciting for me because that was really the book that got me into reading. And my other niece is just kind of this like kindred free spirit that I really connect with. I don't know, she loves to explore and question things, and she's very connected with like nature. I think she's going to be a little bit of a tomboy, and I got her this book called Here We Are. This is one of the top books of, I guess, 2017 for her age group. She's 4, and this is just this really beautiful book about the earth and all the creatures on the planet, and like how we all have to live together in harmony, like all the people in like different colors and sizes and cultures, and like how we need to respect everybody. And I feel like this is right up her alley. She last year I got her The Mermaid and the Shoe, which was one of the bestsellers of 2016, and I think that was last year. And the year before that, it was a Neil Gaiman book. But if you have not read The Mermaid and the Shoe, it is like such a great children's book. I love it, and the art is beautiful. But my sister-in-law also has a future stepdaughter. She's recently engaged, and her fiance has a daughter who is 2. And I have heard so much about this book, and I have not read it, but I am planning to read it either before I wrap it up or Christmas morning. This is Dragons Love Tacos. I have not read this. My best friend was a nanny, and she read this, and she said it is like precious. I'm almost 30, but dragons and tacos are like 2 of my favorite things in like existence. So this book is definitely up my alley, and I hope that his daughter will really enjoy it too. And then my family decided that we were doing like, usually we do a name draw, like Secret Santa kind of thing, and this year we decided that we're going to do like this white elephant game. I don't really understand how it works. I have friends who do it with their family, and it's like, I don't even know if that's a thing everywhere. Is that like some weird Pennsylvania thing? Like I don't know, but I know so many people who do it, and I don't really understand how it works, and I need to look up the rules. But I bought a couple things for this white elephant game because you have to bring like one gift per person, and my husband and I are attending, so we got this these cool LED like multicolor changing candles, which I thought were really pretty spiffy. I tried to find stuff that was like practical, but anybody in my family would like it. It wasn't like makeup or beer or those kinds of things, but I wasn't really sure if people would like it. And the other thing I got, I'm gonna actually open these because I didn't look at them, and they sounded really cool. But we do have some drinkers in my family. Oh, these are neat. These are silicone wine glasses, and I mean, literally, you could drink anything out of these. But the idea is that when you have imbibed quite a lot of alcohol and you start dropping things, these don't really break. One of those ideas that should have been really obvious, like why didn't somebody invent this a while ago? But this is genius. So I really think that someone in my family will enjoy those as well. So eventually I want to start doing this feature called Rats and Real Talk, where it's basically just me like talking about random stuff, spliced with footage of my rats being adorable. And I know that not everybody finds rats adorable, but I think rats are like the cutest thing on the planet. Like maybe cuter than babies. So this is Pickle. Pickle's my big squisher, and he's your big squishy boy, aren't you? He's your big squishy boy. All right, go play. Go play. Come here. And then there's also Stripe. Stripe's my little hairless dude. He's pretty chill. He doesn't seem to get any bigger like ever. He's just like this little tiny guy. And then Batman might not let me pick him up because he kind of hates me, but he'll come out. Come here, buddy. See, as soon as I touch him, he runs back in the cage. These are my little guys. I've only had them maybe like a month and a half. Don't climb on the Christmas presents and pee on them, Stripe. They were allowed to play with these big guys that are in the hammock in this cage here, but Nico, who I call the ringleader, he's like the boss rat of all the rats, has been kind of nasty to the babies lately, and he's been bullying them a lot, so I've been trying to keep them separated. That's Nico there, sticking his little face over the hammock. Yeah, you're trouble. Come here, Batman. Come here. I'll pick you up. I know you hate being picked up. You hate it. You hate it. It's terrible. It's terrible. I know. Okay, go. Actually, like, really kind of depressed in Petland this Christmas because we have outdoor cats, and not by my choice, by regulations set forth by my landlord, and we have a brother and sister that we've had for 6, almost 7 years since they were kittens, and one of them has been missing for almost 2 weeks, and it's really starting to concern me that he may not be coming back. His sister is Anne Franking it in our basement right now because it's been very, very cold, and my husband, who's always like, it's fine, my family always had outdoor cats, kind of panicked when the other one disappeared. So she's in the basement right now. But yeah, it's really starting to depress me that my cat is probably not coming back. So Pickle's real name is Pickle Rick. My husband and I are Rick and Morty fans. He more so than myself, only because I have not seen it all and he has, but what I have seen I really enjoyed. Batman is just running around the room right now, just putting everything in his mouth. Like zippers, the rubber part of my mouse, like the roller scroll thing on my mouse. Just tasting everything. I'm trying to be quiet because my husband knows that I like talk to myself and make videos all the time, but he is also deeply concerned that I am not sleeping, and I feel like if he hears me in here playing with rats and making videos at 1 in the morning, he's gonna be like, go to bed. Like, he freaks out, like that it's very, very bad for me not to sleep. And it comes from like the goodness of his heart, but it also makes me feel like, okay, Mom, I will, be more careful of my bedtime. Aw, dude, don't climb in my glass of water. Batman's in my water jar, putting his dirty rat feet all over the rim of the jar that I was going to drink out of. And the one licking himself very vigorously in the hammock is Willard, who my husband named, also known as Willy Belly is what I call him. But and then I think he's sitting on his brother Merlin's head. We have a playpen that surrounds the radiator in this room because we live in an old house. We have like radiator heat. like the big old radiators, and the rats like to hide under there, which is not an awesome idea when the heat is on. So we have a playpen, like a ferret playpen that goes around that. Unfortunately, Stripe is so tiny, he fits right through the bars, and I have to watch him to make sure he doesn't try and cook himself under my radiator. There, you can check out Merlin. He's like hanging. He's my friendly boy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a friendly guy, Merlin. A sweet boy. He is generally a little bit friendlier than the other ones. The older ones were not well handled at the pet store, so they're like not super friendly and like handleable. They'll come up and um, they climb into my lap and stuff. They just don't want me to pick them up and like squish them and cuddle them like the babies do. And Nico is famous for running up and biting my toes and running away. Like, that's a fun game. Yeah, between the birds and the rats and like bird food and the wood shavings, I have to vacuum in here like almost every day or it gets crazy messy in here. And like my favorite day of the week is the day that like we clean the cages about every 3 days because they get pretty gross. But my favorite days of the week are the ones when it's like immaculately clean in this room and it smells like fresh pine shavings, and I usually take like a little bit of eucalyptus oil and put it on like a cotton swab or something and it like freshens the room. Oh, like I cleaned my office. This is my office. I cleaned my office today and it smells so good in here right now. Hey, get out of my foundation brushes. Pickle. So yeah, that's how I'm spending my wee hours of Christmas Eve, is playing with rats and potentially wrapping gifts, although now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. That's really not my favorite part of Christmas, and I really thought about buying gift bags, and I thought I should just go for it, and I was like, no, I have wrapping paper left over. I'm, being cost efficient by using stuff I used last year. Now I'm thinking I should have gotten the damn gift bags. Well. Oh, Stripe, come on, dude.